Hello, everybody. Good morning. My name is Gwen, and I'm here to go over the Aardvark Book Club picks for the month of February. I wasn't planning on doing this early in the morning. In fact, I just woke up. However, we have a snow day today, so no church. Yeah, so I'm here on time when it doesn't fall on a Sunday. I usually do it first thing in the morning, but I was expecting to do this much later in the afternoon, but it ended up working out. So if you're here, let me know. If you've picked your books, let me know. And then as we go through them, let me know what you think. So we're going to go through them one by one. Now, I used to have a code. I don't know if it still works, but you can try it, if you want to sign up and you've never been a subscriber before, first time subscribers, US only. If you use my code talk bookish, all one word, all capital letters, at checkout, you can get your first book for only $4, which is a huge steal. I mean, hardcover books are like $30. So if you're getting one for $4, use the code. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Let's see. Jules is here. Yay! That's so exciting. Good morning, bestie. Good morning, Brandon. Having a chill Sunday morning over here. Well, apparently that's what I'm going to be doing too. Emphasis on the chill part. Because it is cold. Haven't looked at them yet. Always wait for you. Yes. Okay. I know nobody's expecting me to be here today. So, okay, let's go ahead and look at the books. All right. Ooh, Adrift. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay. We have lots going on here. Lots of genres: historical fiction, romance, thriller, horror, literary fiction. This is what I love about Aardvark Book Club. No YA, multiple genres to choose from. We love this. Okay, let's see. I'm going to start with the romance. Love and Other Brain Experiments by Hannah Brahm, romance debut novel. An academic rivals to lovers rom-com set at a New York conference about two neuroscientists who are forced to pretend they're dating, leading to unexpected chemistry and a heartfelt journey of self-discovery. You know what this is reminding me of? The love hypothesis, but make them doctors instead of teacher-student. Okay, spice rating, 3 out of 5, open door. Neuroscientist Dr. Frances Silberstein has success in the brain. As a grad student, she was offered a job by her brilliant boyfriend, but determined to make it on her own, she turned it and him down. Now stuck in postdoc purgatory with no job security and no personal life to speak of, Frances is desperate to make a breakthrough. Her best shot is a summer conference packed with her field's leading scientists. Oh, okay, it sounds exactly like it. The only problem, it's organized by her ex, who has found the success that's eluded her. But backing out is not an option because Frances desperately needs to network to save her career. Enter Dr. Lewis North, her perceptive, meticulous, and inconveniently attractive rival. When their academics snipping gets mistaken for flirtatious chemistry, Frances doesn't deny it, putting her integrity and career on the line. As soon as her prefrontal cortex is operational again, Frances realizes she needs to keep up the charade or risk everything she's worked for. Faking data is out of the question, but fake dating, that might just be the solution she needs. But as Lewis starts to make her reward centers spark, and a major setback has Frances questioning everything, she must confront what she's willing to chase for love, for science, and for the future she thought she wanted. Okay. I think it sounds super cute, but it also sounds like a lot of books that I've read. So if you like that sort of thing, there you go. Okay, next up, the Poet Empress. Ooh, I'm looking at the cover. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so we have another debut, historical fantasy. I always think that's what's so fun about a new year and new books is like when a new year comes around, we have all of these new debuts that are coming out, people that are becoming authors for the first time. Can you imagine? Like, that's crazy. And your book is picked up by a book box. That's awesome. Okay, so we have, I do not know how to say the author's name, but I'm just going to say debut author Shin Tao introduces readers to the lush, deadly world of the Poet Empress, a sweeping, epic, and intimate fantasy perfect for fans of The Serpent and Wings of Night, The Song of Achilles, and She Who Became the Sun. Okay, oof. Content warnings, torture, discussions of CSA, and child death. Yeah. Okay, Yin is desperate after the fifth death of a sibling with her family and village on the brink of starvation. She will do anything to save those she loves, even offer herself as concubine to the cruel, desolate heir of the blood-gutted Azalea House, where poetry magic is power, but women are forbidden to read. Ooh, this sounds so interesting. But in a twist of fate, the palace now stands on the knife edge of civil war, with Wei trapped in its center with a violent prince. To save herself and the nation, she must survive the dangers of the court, learn to read in secret, and compose the most powerful spell of all, a ballad of love and death. Interesting. Okay. Oh, next up, literary fiction. Superfan. This cover is interesting. It looks like a very literary fiction book cover, if you know what I'm saying. From National Book Foundation, 5 under 35 honoree Jen Zhang, a novel about a pop idol and a superfan whose stories shockingly collide. Mentions of eating disorder, sexual assault, child abuse, and assault. Okay. Freshman Minnie is adrift in college in Austin, Texas, when she discovers a boy band called Hourglass and the online forums that worship them. She especially loves Halo, whose sharp edges feel somehow familiar. After a brief romance goes painfully awry, Minnie pours everything into her new fandom, clinging to each live stream and bonding with other fans online. But when a scandal threatens to expose Halo to harm, Minnie decides that she is the only one who can save him. I'm sorry, I love the name Minnie, but every time I think of Minnie, I think of Minnie Mouse. Okay, sorry. Now that that's out of the way. Except Halo's secret is darker than anything the tabloids could imagine. Before he was a superstar heartthrob, he was Eason, a high school dropout haunted by a tragic accident. When he is recruited for Hourglass, it feels like a chance to become someone else. And when he is on stage in front of his fans, he can almost forget the horrors of his past until one of those very fans threatens to destroy everything. Dazzling, entrancing, and deeply heartfelt, Superfan is about fandom and all of its magic and its terror and the extreme lengths we go to rid ourselves of loneliness. That actually sounds really good. Okay. Next up, Tradwife horror pick. This should be an interesting. So, early release, a horror, a traditional wife influencer allows a demonic creature to impregnate her in this unnerving horror novel, perfect for fans of Night Bitch and Mary, from the author of Serial Killer Support Group. Okay, well, I haven't even heard of Serial Killer Support Group. So I'm going to have to look that up later because that sounds amazing. Okay. Let's see. Click. Okay. Body horror and cannibalism. Every tradwife needs a baby. She'll get one at any cost. When Camellia Deming isn't cooking, cleaning, or homesteading in her picture perfect country farmhouse, she's posting about her tradwife lifestyle for her online followers. She takes inspiration from other tradwives on social media, aspiring to be like them. But Camille's missing a key component, a baby. And contrary to what she posts online, things with her husband Graham have been strained. Pressured by her eager followers, Camille fears that without a baby, her relationship will suffer and her social media will never grow out of its infancy. When Camille discovers a mysterious decrepit well in the wheat field behind her house, she makes a wish for a baby. Afterwards, she has unsettling experiences that that she convinces herself are angelic in nature. But when she's visited one night by a strange creature, her wish comes true. Camille's pregnancy announcement gets more engagement than anything she's ever posted. So what if Graham's reaction is lukewarm? Camille's life is finally falling into place. Never mind that her pregnancy is developing freakishly rapidly and she's suddenly craving raw meat. Being a traditional wife is worth it. Rosemary's Baby for the digital age. This disturbing horror novel is one you'll want to devour in just one bite. Interesting. Interesting. That's all I can say. Oh, yay. Adrift. Oh, yay. I'm so excited about this one. Okay. Obviously, this is the thriller pick. The author of the masterclass on suspense, The Chamber, returns with a high-tension thriller about a family's descent into darkness that is perfect for fans of Dennis Lehan and Lisa Jewell. Okay, content warnings. And I love this cover so much. Domestic and emotional abuse, bullying, animal death, off page. At least it's off page. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Peggy and Drew, both aspiring writers, move to an isolated canal boat with their 14-year-old son. Peggy is the glue that holds the family together, even as her son is bullied relentlessly for his physique and his family's lack of money. But when Drew becomes frustrated by his wife's sudden writing success, he moves their boat further and further from civilization. With their increasing isolation, personal challenges become harder to ignore, even as they desperately try to break toxic generational patterns. But when Drew's gaslighting becomes too much for Peggy to take, she sets off a catastrophic series of events. With Will Dean's signature, well-drawn characters and excellent prose, Adrift is gripping exploration of the ties that bind when everything spirals out of control. I think it sounds so good. Okay. Don't know. And we have one more. Okay, we have this one. Burn Down Master's House by Clay Kane, historical debut. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a long one. Okay. Inspired by true, long-buried stories of enslaved people who dared to fight back, a searing portrait of resistance for readers of Colson Whitehead, Jasmine Ward, and Percival Everett from Clay Kane, an award-winning journalist and New York Times bestselling author of The Grift. Okay. Slavery, torture, child abuse, sexual assault, hate speech. Gonna be a heavy book. As turmoil simmers with a divided nation, smoke from another blaze begins to rise, sparked by individual acts of resistance among those enslaved across the American South. Their seemingly desperate rebellions fuel a singular inferno of justice, connecting them in ways quiet at times, explosive at others. As these flames rise, so will they. Luke, quick-witted and literate, and Henry, a man with a strong and defiant spirit, forge an unbreakable bond at a Virginia plantation called Magnolia Row. Both seek escape from unimaginable cruelty, and sure as the fires of hell, Luke and Henry will leave their mark, sparking resistance among the lives they touch. One is Josephine, a young, sharp, and observant girl who wields silence as her greatest weapon, a witness to Luke and Henry's resilience. She listens, watches, waits for the moment to make her move. Then there's Charity Butler, her husband, a formerly enslaved man who proved his ferocity as a young boy, standing alongside Josephine. At his encouragement, Charity fights for her freedom in court and wins, only to battle a deeply unjust system designed to destroy the life they've built. And finally, there is Nathaniel, who ruthlessly exploits other Black people and mirrors the cruelty of the white man who, like him, are enslavers. A provision of the system of slavery, his fragile and contradictory rule will become a catalyst of its own. Inspired by the true stories of the profoundly courageous men and women who dared to fight back, Burn Down Master's House is a singular tour de force of a novel, breathtaking in scope, compassion, and a timeliness that speaks powerfully to our present era. That was a lot. Okay, so those are the February Aardvark Book Club picks. Let me know what you're picking. I think I'm the most interested in Adrift because that one was already on my radar as a possibility. So that's probably the one that I'm going to pick. But let me know what you guys think. And, thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. Good morning. Tradwife. I thought that sounded like a Brandon book. Good morning. But why do I kind of like the cover of Superfan? I'm totally seeing a heart front box. Oh, I just now saw that the image is a pregnant woman. I did not see that at first glance. Yes. It's giving me delicate condition, and I love that book. That is true. That is true. I also liked that book. Good morning. Yes, girl. I had a snow day today. They called out church, and I was like, oh, I can do aardvark in the morning. So I literally woke up and went live. So yes, thanks for being here. Let's see. I'm going to get Adrift. Okay, good. Oh, okay, good to know. Tradwife is a signed copy too. Very cool. So if you're interested, you might as well get it for $4 using my code TalkBookish, and it's signed. Well, that's all for me. I hope everybody is staying safe and warm out there. I hope you all have a lovely day. Thanks for tuning in. I do these at the end/beginning of the month for Book of the Month and Aardvark every single month. So please subscribe to my channel. I also post reading vlogs and TBR videos and other things. So check out my channel, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.